Good morning, digital multimedia. Unfortunately, I'm not here. And no, this isn't one of those unplanned things. Actually, this is something that I was hoping I wouldn't have to necessarily do, but I am serving jury duty today. I got a servant's or a letter mailed home, sorry, right before Thanksgiving break, and it happened probably at the worst time possible during the holidays. But I had a call Sunday night. Actually, I just found out about this yesterday. I made my phone call in. And regardless to say, I am now downtown, probably sitting in a courtroom right now. Hopefully not. But with that being said, I wanted to give you guys some information here on this project that you guys are working on. Last week, matter of fact, you guys worked on sort of like a little quiz review about adjustment layers. And that means once you guys turned that in, it was time for you guys to prep for having the project come to you. Now, I know I might have talked with you guys a little bit about this, but today's this project actually takes a little bit of a different spin because you don't necessarily have to be concerned too much with creating anything at all. Matter of fact, we're going to be using adjustment layers on something called mock-ups. Now, the reason why you're doing this is because adjustment layers themselves, the whole purpose of them is to take an image that already exists and through visuals like pixels that might be on there, change the way that they originally come off. So, for example, we changed models' hair colors back and forth, or maybe we bumped up a little bit of the brightness or took down some of the shadow. But this is something that you guys actually, I think, are going to have a lot of fun with, considering you're basically just kind of customizing some products or some images the way that you best seem fit with it. Now, you're going to do this all through adjustment layers and all the stuff that you already know about Photoshop. So there's nothing new that I'm throwing to you, with the exception of this idea or this term called a mock-up. Now, let's kind of, before I jump into the slides here, let me show you guys what you'll have access to, and this might make a little bit more sense. Over at Edmodo, I will be giving you guys, oh, I don't think this is going to download, nope. I will be giving you guys access to this file folder here that has a collection of different images that I have been working on for a while now that basically all are either black and white or all white images, focusing on the customization of some sort of product or clothing factor. So, you know, here you've got the PlayStation 4 remote control that's all whited out with the exception of its buttons. Here you've got a pickup truck. I don't exactly know what kind of pickup truck it is, but everything on the body has been whited out with the exception of the windows and the tires. Here you have a makeup mock-up. This is something that you guys will have access to, and in the project requirements you'll notice that there are certain things that I'm asking you guys to change on the exact images themselves, but these are images that companies have been using more and more because it's a lot more cost effective to use a adjustment layer than to make the product and find out that the colors weren't necessarily right or the placement of certain icons or imagery were in the wrong spots and we had to redo it again. They can just take a plain whited out image, fake image if you will, and then run adjustment layers all over it. Now, this probably isn't going to make a lot of sense until we start looking at the requirements. So let's take a little bit of time here. You can pause the video if you want. I'm going to give you guys some time to read through this, but I do want to make sure that I explain some of the reasons why I capitalized some words and bolded some stuff here, all right? So take a second out, pause the video, and then we'll come back. All right. So hopefully you guys had an opportunity here to read through the requirements. I'm going to go through. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory. Like for example, number one, each one of you will be selecting from 2 images from the supplied folder of mock-up images. Now, it doesn't necessarily matter which images you select. I did try to keep a theme with them. So like for example, if I zoom in here, you have the female hoodie front and you have the female hoodie back. I tried to make it easier for you, but there's absolutely no problem if you want to use the female hoodie back and then do the mock-up of the Aston Martin. Or if you want to do a female formal wear mock-up and then you want to deal with the interior mock-up. It really doesn't matter, but you will be selecting from 2 of those, and then moving yourselves within the rest of the requirements. Requirement number 2, students will apply adjustment layers to alter the visual appearances of each image appropriately. There's this word that I keep throwing out there, and I think a lot of times it gets misunderstood. What I mean by appropriately is that you're adjusting the image with the proper changes. If I minimize this and kind of refer to, for example, this male image of a suit, I'm not asking you guys to change his skin color or change his beard color. Matter of fact, not only is it inappropriate, but that's not the purpose of this assignment. He's wearing a grayed out suit so that you yourself can make the changes and adjustments. His dress shirt is white and his pocket square are white because those would be the things that would be customized. We wouldn't have taken this photograph of a model and then went in to customize the eye color without having any type of color on the actual product itself, or the hoodie over here. Now, I know we spent some time changing hair colors, and you guys can kind of use that to change eye colors as well, but this is mainly for products, not the actual person themselves. So I'm not asking you to download anything and start changing hair color or eye color or the basketball color, because that wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't be appropriate. But for example, here on the Aston Martin, the colors of the body, depending upon which areas you're focusing in on, the hood, the spoilers, the fenders, the doors, whatever it might be, those would be things that I'm asking for you guys to change appropriately. Here's a model of the dress. I'm not asking for anything to do or happen with your hair color, skin color, makeup, or anything like that, but the dress itself. So make sure that you are changing that appropriately and you pay some attention to what that word means. Now, requirement number 3 talks about what's going to be left from this image. Absolutely no areas of gray or white from the original image are left over, meaning the whole area, the whole image has been adjusted. Some of these might be a little bit easier than others. Like, for example, if you look at this interior shot, the whole inside of the house, including ceiling, floor, walls, dressers, couch, even lamps, are all in that black, white, and gray scale. So everything here in this image needs to be adjusted. While some images are a little bit easier than others, for example, you've got, makeup like this. Some, for example, here the PlayStation 4 have all other areas that you guys are going to have to be accountable for. So understand that there should be no areas on the product that are left white or gray. Now, I do have in here in bold, the exceptions include just the background color, because the background itself shouldn't really be messed with. You don't want it to be too distracting to the eye. But if you guys do decide to change the background, do so appropriately, maybe something that fits some of the changes that you made on the original mock-up. Now, requirement number 4. This regards to how you're going to turn in this project. If you read it, it says both images have been placed and sized appropriately on the supplied student template and have been digitally turned in. What this means is, because I'm having you guys work on 2 versions of a mock-up, instead of turning in 2 files, you guys are going to use the downloadable Photoshop template that I will provide for you guys and place your adjusted mock-ups on that template. Now, you can do so with all the little folders attached to it, or you can just simply place the Photoshop file on top of it regularly. But all I should be able to do is click on and off on your layers panel to view the changes that you've made. So make sure that you've downloaded and you're not just turning in 2 files. Actually, matter of fact, if I see 2 files submitted to me, I won't even open it. I will just automatically mark it as a 0. You guys will be downloading the template that I'm going to be giving you and placing both of your mock-up images inside of that so that I can just click on and off within the image itself. Now, I'm sure many of you guys want to know what's going on and what the due date is. December 7th at the end of class. So second, third, and 6th hours. You guys are all working throughout the week on this. Make sure you make good use of your time. Make sure that if you have any questions, I hopefully will be back tomorrow. But if in any case that I can't return, send your emails into me. Do not use the message board through Edmodo. They're going through some site maintenance right now, and I don't think I'll be able to get those. So please send me an email through the email that's located on the front of the board, and I will get back to you as fast as I can. Throughout the day, I won't be able to have access to my phone or my laptop, but as soon as I get out, it'll be the very first thing that I go to make sure that I can answer any questions that may have come up, right? So you guys have a total of 5 days to jump in on this, and I want to make sure that you guys have enough time. So I'm going to sign off from here and wish you guys good luck, and I will talk to you guys when I return. Bye.